Greetings, boys and girls, and that Technicolor rainbow in between. I have a sausage and pepperoni pizza. I'm going to take a bite out of it. Damn, not half bad. I wish I had a table. Oh, shit. I have nothing to drink. Frick. Oh, that's not good. Ah! Oh, my God. Alright, 1 second. Be right back. Ah! Oh, my God. Okay. Crisis averted. Whoo! Alright, hello, everybody. Love Captain 2000 here. I'm your host. Oh, welcome to this 1 minute intro. We've already burned enough time. Last episode, we completed Pole of Beasts, ended the White Flower Garden, started it. We found white Pikmin. They're cool. Today we're going to be finishing the White Flower Garden and hopefully getting the rest of Day 3 done as well. Let's hope. Ow. Alright, White Flower Garden sub-level 4. Probably the best layout I've ever gotten. I don't think there's a single enemy in this sub-level, but there are a lot of poison spouts. Poison's not a bad hazard, but my god can it bother you. It's the only hazard that your captains are default immune to, which is really nice, all things considered, because it means you don't have to worry about accidentally getting mugged by poison spouts. Anyways, let's just go ahead and deal with all the poison spouts, and then we can start sending the boys in. That's not even going to be an issue, because there's nothing over there. There's 2 treasures in this sub-level, obviously. I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and then I'm going to take you here. And wait for them to dig it up. A stat that I actually forgot to mention about, when it comes to Pikmin. There we go. They're gonna move that there. And then we're gonna move this here. Okay, good. So, something that I actually forgot to mention about, the digging, Pikmin's dig speed and dig power is actually tied to their strength stat. Toxic Toadstool, by the way, 30 Pocos. And I think this is called the Survival Ointment. So, the dig speed of red and purple Pikmin are actually superior to that of whites. It's another reason why purples are actually really useful in this game, is the fact that they dig twice as fast as everybody else. Anyway, there's the Survival Ointment tin. I believe we need that in the Healing Cask for something. Healing Cask is located, I believe, in the Awakening Wood. Yep, Survival Limit, 90 Pocos. And that should be everything, which means you can just flee to the next sub-level as well, which is the boss sub-level. Anywho. I'm currently cementing my reign as the king of fast-talking, because, God, my brain is somehow keeping up with what I'm saying, which I do think is very neat. I don't think I've ever talked this fast in a LP before, although I do think it's neat. Anyway, on to the White Flower Garden for level 5. We have a boss. Unlike the Empress Bullblacks, this isn't really a new boss, more so a old boss from the original Pikmin game. We're going to go ahead and just ignore everything else and bring only our purples, not our whites. Although you can kill this thing with, I think, 3 white Pikmin, so you technically need less whites to kill it than purples. But then again, to kill this thing with purples, you really only need 1 lucky hit. So we're going to go ahead and first activate the enemy. We have the Burrowing Snagret. That's right, the half-bird, half-snake thing is back. In Pikmin 1, I consider him to be one of the worst enemies in the game when it comes to just sheer numbers you lose. You lose so many things fighting him. In Pikmin 2, you fight way more of them, and in return, they are much easier to kill. They have significantly less health, and you really only need to wait for them to do that. We'll wait. Take your time, Mr. Snagret. I'm going to go ahead and throw these 2 leaf purples away. When you're fighting a boss, you really don't want any leaf purples with you because they take a minute to get going. And there goes the snagger. So yeah, that goes, there goes the burrowing snagret. An enemy that I consider to be one of the hardest enemies in Pikmin 1 is down in under 2 minutes. The item, fitting for how shitty of an enemy he is now, is one of the weakest items in the game. Outside of the sphere chart, which was essentially just, hey, you've got a new area. This is probably the worst thing that actually gives you an ability. This is called the 5-man knapsack. So much so, I will just let that be. We actually only need... Okay, there's just nectar. Cool, so I'll just grab these two. So, I think is that all of the eggs? Yes, it is. Oh wait, no, that was just a clover. That was just like one of those weird bulb things. Whee! All right, so we're gonna go ahead and help out with the knapsack thing. I'm just gonna add whites to it, show you how cool it is. Extra whites added there. And yeah, it's a pretty big speed increase from where it was before. And we're going to go ahead and take this in. And I actually cannot remember how to activate this. So I think this is 100 Pokos, 5-man knapsack. Yes, 100 Pokos, the 5-man knapsack. And basically, this just gives you the ability that was already in Pikmin 1 at the base game. The ability to lie down to take a nap. It's called the knapsack. Press down on the right stick to take a nap. And there it goes. It looks like that. And believe it or not, I actually will be making use of the knapsack once in this LP. It's really funny when I'll be using it and how I'll be using it, but I will be making use of the knapsack in some way. Also, I guess we want to show it off. Here it is in items. See, it's right there, bottom right. Anyway, let's go ahead and fly back up to the surface, and from here we're on a time crunch. I believe we can get everything that I want to get done within the time limit that we have, but it will require some magic tricks. Anyway, 580 Pokos, less money. I think we get less money from this than we do from the Emergence Cave. Even though there's one more treasure in this than the Hole of Beasts and four more than the original. But then again, almost all of the treasures in the Emergence Cave are like 150 plus, so there is that. Anyways, we're now 20% done with the debt. We're going to go ahead and grab our Pikmin numbers. And from here we have actual work that needs to be done, and I believe we have the time to do it in. First of all, we're going to go ahead and split off our reds from our whites and our purples. Our reds are going to be put on berry duty, and they're going to be getting the burgeoning spiderwort berries to make this. We are going to go ahead and use one of our ultra spicy sprays on this to quickly get started on this poison gate, because we have under 20, we have only 15 whites to get this gate down. Like I said previously, this essentially ascends them greater beyond. They're super Pikmin now. There we go. Anyway, now we're going to go ahead and switch to Olimar here, and Olimar is going to get started on these berries here. These berries need to be grabbed in so that we have a substantial amount of them. And I would hope to God we can get a substantial amount of them. Now I'm going to switch back to Louie. Not Louie, Olimar. I had my names confused. That gate's down. I think it'll get down to level 1 before the spray wears off. Gonna grab our purples. Our purples are gonna be needed for what's right after that gate, aka they need help taking down that creeping chrysanthemum. I don't think I ever mentioned their names. That's what they're called, creeping chrysanthemums. I'm gonna go ahead and grab you guys. And I'm gonna wait back over here for the berries. There's still at 1 that dropped it, so they're gonna get another spray back up to 3. Gonna go ahead and run back here. They're up down to 4. You want to be kind of careful with this gate because there is a possibility that the enemy, the whites, could actually trigger the creeping chrysanthemum, which can happen. I've seen it. Just gonna wait for our berries to get started up, and once we get the berries, our whites are going to be used to get that bridge down. Come on, hurry up. We don't have all day. probably could have taken one white Pikmin and had the other thing I needed done. Because there's a buried treasure in this area. Come on! Don't make me use another spray on you guys. There it goes. Okay, now we need to destroy these. Alright, cool. Now we're going to go ahead and wipe this real quick. Looking at this, berries haven't spawned in yet. Disband you guys, grab purples. There is a creeping chrysanthemum right here. What we're going to do is, unlike last time where I used my captain as a distraction, we're just going to spam. Because there's more than enough purples in our squad to be able to just fully obliterate him. Then we're going to go ahead and get our purple started on this. This is the important thing that needs to get taken down today. There is, that right there is the other half of the globe. And we have still no... Did the berries just spawn in? No, they didn't. Okay, cool. So we're going to go ahead and disband our reds here. They can try and grab those if they really want to. We're going to go take our whites. And our white Pikmin are going to go and do something entirely different. I probably should have taken the reds, now that I think about it. The reds probably could have helped get that bridge down faster. Although, the reds are actually getting another berry bush in, so it might as well help with that. We can go ahead and disband on that, and then grab our whites. Our whites are going to be doing something a little bit more tedious. Oh my god, never mind. Our purples are moving fast. Okay. I actually really kind of need to mosey on. Over here, there's a new enemy. This thing is a iridescent flint beetle. There we go. Got it once. I needed to get it once so that I could tag it. And then we have to run up here real quick. Grab this. That is done right here. And then we can get the purple started on moving it. The big object here. This right here is the other half of the Atlas. And this will take the rest of the day getting it to base. Highly similar to one value proposed. By examining this further, I may be able to extrapolate new planetary data. Much like before, this thing requires 101 Pikmin to move, and we're going to quickly grab that. It also needs to be unearthed somehow. And they're going to be working on that. I think it takes only a few to get that going. And then we're going to take all of our reds, because we've gotten a few extra sprays. A few more than I was expecting. And we're going to basically put our reds to work on getting that in. If we have enough time afterwards, I'm going to also make sure the whites take the Creeping Chrysanthemum's head back to base. Because that's like 10 Pikmin. There's the Pilgrim Bowl, by the way. That is what that is called. 55 Pokos. And we're going to go ahead and pop this. And put them all to work. 305. Olimar is right here. Louis is right behind them. They should be fine. We should be able to get all the way through before then. And this will definitely make it back to base. We're going to go ahead and put our whites. Our whites are then now going to be going to disband everything else. Grab our whites. Our whites are now going to go grab the Creeping Chrysanthemum's head, which requires 10 whites to grab. And the remaining 5 are just going to grab pellet posies and stuff to further bolster our red Pikmin numbers. In general, as long as I get the survey chart, which is the thing that you get for the other half of the globe, as long as we get that in, I will be happy. Anyways, from now we're just going to go ahead and start farming more reds. I missed twice. Okay, good. Then I'm going to grab one for you. There's the other one. That's the fastest I think I have ever got that in, which I'm actually pleased by. 200 Pokos. The geographic projection, this will be the other half of the globe, which makes the survey chart. This hemisphere also contains a hidden microchip while attempting to decrypt the stored data. Decoding complete, as I surmise. This contains additional topographic data. The data has been inputted into my database. I shall name it the survey chart. And that is 30% of the debt recovered in a single day. That is also, I believe, our 16th treasure. I specify this for a very specific reason. I'll go ahead and grab this as well. I guess we're just going to now farm some Pikmin because it's not even sundown yet. Hell, we might even be able... Screw it, we'll farm some more berries. I think we'll be able to get some berries in. It is now sundown. That means there's, I believe, 1.5 minutes of daytime left. We must get all of the Pikmin to us at the end of the day. However, there is a cheat that I mentioned way back in the beginning of the game. Well, actually, I might have. That might have been in a failed recording. But it is very hard to lose Pikmin to daytime shenanigans. Because all you have to do is put a captain near a cave with, like, 1 Pikmin. And then... all you need to do is just ensure that that captain makes it in, because at that point, all of the Pikmin that are not with a captain when they enter a cave will actually be put right back in their onions, which I think is nice to know. So that right there will be our 4th spray, and that should be it for today. Yep. So that is our crew. And as a little bit of a teaser for the next episode, next time we come here, there's the blue Pikmin onion. It's located there. We got pretty much everything I wanted to get done. We got extra reds, which is nice. And I want another slice of that pizza while we wait for the timer to run down to 0, because there is nothing that is going to stop us this time. And I'm not skipping the end of day cutscene this time. It's a good day to be me. That soundtrack you heard, as I drink some more water, give me a second. Today's report. I'll talk about that music in a second. 21,005 Pokos. 1/5 of the debt in a single day. And that is not the only time we will do this. If everything goes well tomorrow, we'll achieve a similar number. Going over Pikmin, we now have 3 out of the 5 Pikmin types. The other 2 types obviously being blue and yellows. We obtained 108 reds, which is awesome. 15 whites, 25 purples. And none have been lost to any sort of battle, which is about how I usually do today. Mail. Olimar, good work so far. Hereby promote you to assistant manager. Press X to divide up the work and Y to delegate more to your subordinate leader. Hope all goes smoothly. You want to go ahead and save our game? That music that you heard at the end of day, I know that we have not heard music before because I kept skipping it. But that music only plays if you collect 15 treasures or more. In later levels, in later caves, there's actually so many treasures that just doing one of them is enough to get you that theme. Anyways, once you unlock the survey chart, you gain access to the perplexing pool, which is the 3rd area of the game, and my favorite area of the game, at least from a gameplay standpoint. I love all but one of the caves in this area. I love all of the treasures, I love the layout, and I love the Pikmin. Anyways, let's go and take one last moment here. Get a look at how much we did in one day at the Awakening Wood. 3 above ground treasures, which 15, if you look at that, yeah, we got 16 treasures today. Anyways, going into the Piccolopedia, we obtained the Fiery Blowhog, Iridescent Flint Beetle, Female Sheargrub, Matite, Cloaking Baronet, Male Sheargrub, Ivory Candy Pop, the Creeping Chrysanthemum, the Clawman Glowcap, the Honey Wisp, the Horsetail, the Margaret, and the Fiddlehead. We also got the Empress Bullblacks and the Burrowing Snaggeret. If you do want to ever bring in a dead body while you're in a cave, if I were to recommend it, bring the dead bodies of bosses. They give as much as some of the cheapest treasures in the game. Anyway, going over to our treasures. We got the Sunseed Berry, Toxic Toadstool, Super Stick Textile, not Utter Scrap, we already got that one. The Pilgrim Bulb, Petrified Heart, the Luck Wafer, the Strife Monolith, the Cosmic Archive, the Stone of Glory, the Dream Architect, the Survival Ointment, the Alien Billboard, the Drought Ender, the Geographic Projection, the Prototype Detector, and the 5-man Knapsack. Woo! I'm good. Alright, and that is going to do it for this episode. Next time on Pikmin 2, we're going to be entering the Perplexing Pool because there really isn't anything we can do in the Awakening Wood. Nor the Valley of Repose. You actually kind of need blue Pikmin to get any, like, the actual, like, bulk of any area unlocked. And unfortunately, we can't actually get to the blue Pikmin, which is why I didn't even try, even though we were in that general area at many points during my day in the Awakening Wood. But without breaking the game, we can't actually get there. So I guess our next destination is the Perplexing Pool. We'll be grabbing our 4th type of Pikmin, yellows. Until then, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if that's something you care for, and I'll see you all in the next video. Later, folks.